Hello, Mr. T here. In this session, the piece I would like to talk about is My Country by Sparke from the book Skillful Studies. I've chosen this piece as it is set for grade 3, list C. If you choose to play this piece for your grade, here are some ideas on how you could improve your marks. Firstly, let me play the melody. Yes, I agree. Not very musical, not very interesting. It all sounded the same. So how can I make it more musical and more interesting? The points I will cover are tempo, dynamics, articulation, and musicianship. Firstly, tempo. Two things to notice about tempo. Firstly, the speed at the beginning, and then look through the piece to see if this speed changes. And at the beginning, you can see it says allegretto. This word is like allegro, which means lively. However, because it has gretto on the end, it means not so much liveliness as allegro. In other words, not too lively, but not too slow either. I'll play from the beginning to bar 6 so you can have an idea of a suitable speed. Something along those sorts of lines. Not too fast, but not too slow. Secondly, let's have a look through the piece to see if the tempo changes. And you will see, as you look through, that it doesn't. So the speed that you start at is the one that you keep all the way through the piece. Now let's add dynamics to tempo. At the beginning, it is marked MF, mezzo forte, medium loud. And again, let's look through the piece to see if there are any dynamic changes. And as you look through, you will see that there are quite a few. Bar 4 is P, piano, soft. Bar 7 is mezzo forte again. Bar 11 and 12 is piano. But notice here that you will also need to get in some little crescendos and diminuendos. Bar 13 is piano, soft again. Bar 15 and 16 has a crescendo up to mezzo forte, medium loud, in bar 17. And this is followed by a diminuendo to piano, soft, in bar 20. And it stays at this soft level right up to the end. Notice that it doesn't get very loud at any point. Now for articulation, the tonguing and slurring. Have a look through the piece and you will see that there are just curved lines between lots of the notes. And these curved lines, sometimes we go 2 notes, sometimes go between 3 notes. But wherever they are slurs, and you need to tongue the first one of the group and make the others as smooth as you possibly can. Also notice that in bars 11 and 12 there is a little arrowhead on top of the dotted crotchet. And this is called an accent, and it means that you will need to give the note a little more force when you play it. The sign above the notes in the middle of a crescendo and diminuendo, and so it gives you the chance to play this note a little louder. Lastly, now that we have tempo, dynamics and articulation, the technical bits, it's time to think about musicianship. And what this means is thinking about what story the music is wanting you to tell through your playing. There is not a lot to go on here. The clues we have are in the title and the word allegretto. Because the piece is not too fast and too lively, and because the dynamic doesn't get very loud, I think the composer is thinking about my country, his country, in other words, and how much he's missing it. So try to make your playing thoughtful. Now the 4 points, tempo, dynamics, articulation and musicianship have been covered, I will end by playing through the piece, thinking about all of these ideas, and you will be able to compare it with the first playthrough and see the difference.